St. John's begins $38.6 million at Ponte Vedra Beach Restoration Project. Mm-hmm. Okay, St. John's County is getting ready for a major beach restoration initiative in Ponte Vedra Beach, which plans to set in motion for a comprehensive $38.6 million project.
Is that a lot?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Oh man, no.
You deal with those kind of numbers. I'm $38.
I'm glad. I'm glad I'm no longer Parks and Recreation Director.
Yeah.
I can tell you that, because that's one of the tougher crowds to deal with on these type things. And
Why?
I don't know if they've had a beach renourishment in quite a long time. Oh. And it's very loud.
Oh, the dredging.
We're talking people that are living in $15 to $20 million houses.
Well, don't they have soundproof? I mean, put the egg carton thing up. It's not.
No, it's very loud.
Very loud. Ay.
And they like to have breakfast with their doors open to the ocean.
Oh,
and
I see the picture that we're painting here. Well, this is scheduled to commence.
They beg for it. Now it's here. Then they're going to be miserable for like the next 4 months.
Well, maybe they can like get another property somewhere in Hastings.
Oh, I'm sure they have 6 or 7 somewhere. If you need help finding one, give me a call at Coquina Coast Realty. You know.
Boom! I love it. Let's do it. Scheduled to commence in March, the restoration effort aims to rejuvenate storm-damaged dunes for over 2 million cubic yards of sand. So how do they get the sand? Like, do you know any of that?
Well, they go out and they test, and it usually comes from shoals that have kind of built up out in the area, and they just pump it to the closest area. When they do the pier, it comes out of the inlet because there's a buildup that happens right there. There's a delta that happens right there. Mm-hmm. So they pump it from that area, but it still has to be clean. It has to be tested. It has to be measured properly. And then they pump it, and then it gets pushed once it gets pumped. Kelly, I believe the one at the pier starts next year. There's no beach at the pier right now is what you're saying. So
Gotcha.
I think that one's starting pretty soon too. So we're going to have a lot of beach renourishment happen.
Okay.
So, and I mean, in category 5 of the Tourist Development Council money, it's all dedicated pretty much to beach sand and beach renourishment. And it's necessary. People get upset because it goes away at the pier, but it's necessary because if you think of what 30 years ago, what it looked like at Beachcomber even. There was that dune line didn't exist. You could see as you drove out. There was no dune lines.
Yeah.
You could see all the way out, but that dune line saved them for all those nasty storms that came through.
True story.
So
yeah.
So if we hadn't done the beach renourishment,
nor'easter.
Our entire beach would be completely possibly gone.
But I feel like I see the people that complain about it saying that it just washes away all the time. Is there something that
they don't understand the science of it?
Okay. So is there a science to it then?
Yeah, there's the science. It's called sacrificial sand.
Okay.
So that sand is, we're giving it up here, so it comes up here. And it's worked over, I mean, we started that in the 90s, and it's worked, the way it's supposed to for the last 30 years.
Do you build up underneath the sand, or is it literally just plotting sand down?
It's just plopping it down.
Okay.
Just plopping it down.
Troy Blevins, sand specialist to the stars. There
sand store.
Yeah. While the restoration work unfolds, beach access to Michler's Landing Beachfront Park and its environments will be intermittently affected. Temporary closures and anticipated for heavy equipment mobilization. Obviously, it's going to be right there. So yeah, just be mindful of that area and just know within.
And that's one of the few accesses in Ponte Vedra that has public parking. There's not a lot of public parking where you can get, so it's going to disrupt the beach going experience in Ponte Vedra quite a bit this year.
Do you think that that's going to affect our beaches down here in St. Augustine? Do you think people move down here or not?
I think Guana is probably going to get the biggest influx.
Yeah.
Where they'll have to walk across that street. So I'm nervous about people crossing A1A. Which has proven to be a dangerous situation. So, if you're up that way in the next couple months, be very conscious of little kids trying to get to the beach.
Right. True story. So, yeah.